Houston, the one and only Mr. TMI. Now check it. He's Mr. TMI, known as the Bear Man, aka homie the black sheep. He got the news, the stories, the topics, and so many things that you won't believe. Dropping these jewels and knowledge and giving advice and perspective on everything. He got them hard discussions, roller driven, buzzing, tune in, don't miss anything. Bringing the best of variety of different guests, keeping it real and less as they dress to impress. Every day chasing a check, follow, subscribing, request, it's time to decompress. Get everything off his chest, taking you guys on the quest into the mind of the podcast champion, and then telling y'all what he suggests. New season looking brighter, another level, take it higher. With all this info he acquired, giving whole stories the entire. Only here to inspire. Feel it heat, he on fire. Now hope that I got your attention to jump in the building. Y'all watching Mr. TMI.
Do I have y'all attention? The champs in the building. Don't be shy, chat room. Y'all know what to do. Say what's up to Mr. TMI. Hey, yeah, it's going down tonight. Hey, Nana, I see you out there already. Nana is ready to go. Nana, I think you're a little ready before I'm ready. God, dog, Nana, you ain't playing. You must got that. You must have mashed the button. What up, Cam? Good to see you, brother. I cannot wait until Authentic Ears return. That's part of the reason why the show tonight is gonna be very special, because I got family in the house. And see, y'all think that we gonna do a show? Well, we always do a show. That's the way we do it around here in the bold and driven land. However, we gonna do it like we do it over the phone. Yes, that's right. Because one-on-one, none other than the challenger of the podcast championship is in the building with me tonight. But before I bring her to the stage, y'all, look, again, man, we are going to wish the director well, her family. Everything is getting better. She just needs a little rest tonight. So that's the reason why the director is not in the house. But I'm so glad because they are out of the hospital. So therefore, what up, LaMonica? What up, Tanisha? Therefore, they are home, and it's always good to be home. That means things have turned around for the better. Now you just got to get some rest. Y'all know how it is laying on them hard-ass hospital couches. That one that let out, sometimes it'll let out to be a bed, but that thing is hard as a prison mattress. So, and they make me sick because when women go into the hospital to have babies, they have that bed for the dude. That bed hard as hell. Why I can't get no, as the man, why I can't get no nice bed? Why mine got to be the chair that turns into the bed that people done farted on all day because they've been sitting there watching, visiting the patient. And then it turns into the bed for the man. Yeah, I done been in that bed many days. Anyway, before we get to rocking out, I gotta honor our featured business of the week. Featured business of the week this week is none other than hit up Amp Stylist, because y'all know it's prom time. Everybody going to prom, graduation right around the corner. So y'all hit up Amp Stylist. They do that, as well as we got weddings and everything else that takes place. Y'all definitely patronize the business, man. Patronize Amp Stylist. If you need the information, rewind the video when I'm done and then press pause. That's how we're going to do that one. Now, let me bring her to the stage. You know what I'm saying? Because it's time. It's TMI News time. So, without further ado, my guest this evening is none other than tonight.
Oh
Authentic
my goodness.
Ears host, Miss LaKenya Brooks. What's up, Kenya?
What's up? TMI, I've been back here laughing because, I'm just putting my head down because I don't even know what to expect from you right now. So I'm just, y'all keep me in y'all prayers tonight, real fast so I can stay on track. But what's up, man? Thank you for inviting me out to the show. I was semi prepared until my internet didn't get cut on the other day in my new house. So now it's kind of, I'm making it do what it do. But you know what? Thank you for inviting me to the show. Natasha, love, hugs and kisses. Hugs and kisses. Get you some rest. I hope you and your son are feeling better. But yeah, most definitely it's good to know that she's at home resting. Her son is at home. So yes, hugs and kisses. I just love Natasha. But what's up, man?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this for the news tonight. Y'all better have some authentic ears. Because we got some
I'm
stuff.
scared.
I want to say this real quick though, because I had a hell of a weekend. Yeah, and I want to ask you about yours first. How was your weekend?
It was turned up. Okay, my daughter graduated from UAPB. I'm like super excited. She has a bachelor's in social work. So, hopefully she'll stay out my pockets, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, So, yeah, she graduated. I'm happy. HBCU. She loved it. The graduation was long as hell, though. Black churches and colleges and stuff, they got to do a whole bunch of extra stuff.
Right.
3 hours. But it was a good graduation. The guest speaker was really good. I'm going to post some of his stuff because he had some valuable stuff to say. But other than that, it was pretty good. Besides, I had to move and stuff. I'm doing all this at the same time. But it was good. But how was your weekend? I think I seen your son, playing some b-ball a little bit.
I'm gonna definitely tell y'all about that. But I gotta address Miss Tanisha Dean. You are so right. We not pushing out a whole human, but that don't give me that don't give y'all no right to give us a bed of nails to lay on. That's a bull. And also, I want to say this. I know why men pass out when
Why?
the whole baby thing. Because, like, you know how you see it on TV or whatever, and you like, oh, they some punks. They saw the womb and passed out. It ain't that. When they
Well, what is it?
It's the open flesh smell, the open blood and flesh smell that made me almost pass the hell out. I had to step out the room, get some good air, and then go back in there. But if you're not ready for that, that will make you pass the hell out.
Yeah. You know what? I guess you probably about right on that one. I don't know. Because I was in there with my sister and her baby, but I really can't remember. But since I done had kids before, I guess it wasn't a shock to me, a big deal to me, the smell or whatever. So yeah, but don't use that as excuse. But I also heard you say that you was on that couch many a times. I'm trying to figure out how many times because I only counted two. So
Well, no,
if you got some, you,
not for babies. I've been
I
on that
thought
couch
you.
because everybody know my wife has severe allergy and asthma. So she done been in the hospital a few times for whether it's a surgery or just a flare up or whatever the case where yeah, I had to lay on that couch quite a few times. And I actually I've never been a patient though, so thank you God. I've never been in the
Yeah.
hospital as a patient. I can't eat in the hospital either. Can you?
What
You got
is it that you don't like the smell?
I don't like
You,
all that damn coughing and gurgling and stuff that go on in the other rooms while I'm trying to eat.
oh
And
my
then it be
goodness.
somebody hollering and like all that can't be going on while I'm trying to eat. Somebody in there hollering, help! And then you hear, I can't eat with that.
But you know what, TMI? I can't eat around old people that ain't got no teeth.
Yeah. They
I,
can't eat
I be
around me.
I be like, oh my goodness. So I don't know what I'm gonna do when my mama get old and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna put her in a nursing home. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna put this little thing up and I just feed you through the thing. What's up, Uncle Junior?
What's going on?
Cam. Look, yeah, I can't eat around people that ain't got no teeth.
So wait,
So
hold on. BG say my volume is low. I bet it is because it ain't on. I'm not on.
How about that? Is that better?
And that's why we need Natasha here, because see, you
Damn
over
it.
there already doing the
Hey,
most.
hey, well, I saw the meter jumping, but the meter was actually jumping for the other microphone. So that let y'all know that the phone lines is hot, because we're going to have some hot news and stuff that y'all going to want to call in about. I'm going to tell you real quick about my weekend, man. It was an honor sitting on the panel, the what do you call it? The directors, casting director panel with
Yep.
Tanisha Dean and her mom, Miss Dorothy. We had so much fun that I can't wait for the next one. I don't know when the next one gonna go down or whatever, but I can't wait for the next one. Just funny moments, man. Everybody that came in, they did a phenomenal job. I give it up to them, because at the end of the day, that's not easy to do. It's not easy to just thank you, BGZ, for telling me about that volume as well, man. Good looking out. Y'all know next man up, got dog it. Y'all in the chat room. If things ain't going right, they let me know. They got my back. So I appreciate that. But being on that panel was just so special, man. My son, of course, got his AAU tournaments going on, and he was one of the
Yeah.
featured athletes of this weekend that scouts were looking at, because he did an excellent job. Now I'm gonna say this: Mr. TMI actually had to be the head coach this weekend, because our coach, hey, we a fiery team, and I'm gonna tell you like this, man. On the real, it ain't no other way to put it. Them referees and the people at the table and everything, and the other coaches, they're really intimidated by female coaches. My son plays for a female coach.
Yeah, I
So
remember you saying that.
whenever she says something, they are very disrespectful to her. And this weekend, one of the coaches called her a B. You know, call her B. So she said something back to him. Referee threw her out. Now,
See, that's the
at
shit I'm
that
talking about
time,
right there.
we was down by 10. So she said, "Hey, Tate, come over here and coach the team." All right, I got it, no problem. Well, 3 minutes after me coaching the team, we was down by 20.
Pull her back
But
in the game, coach.
one thing that Mr. TMI know, if I don't know nothing else, I know basketball. And I know that we had plenty of time. All we had to do was play with composure and play our game. And the second that the boys bought into what I was telling them, end result, we won by 6.
Yeah.
So we overcame a 20-point lead and won by 6. It was either 5 or 6. And when I tell you the shit-eating look that other coach had to have on his face, because he was heckling our coach. But when I went over there, I really didn't even know he existed. I blocked everything out. So if he was trying to heckle me, the best thing you could have did, coach, was leave the other coach in the game. But since you got her thrown out, that pissed all us off, and we had to go ahead and put that L
Yeah.
on you. So shout out to 3P Elite for giving them that big old L. And they had to carry that L out of there. It was so heavy. Oh, yeah, I loved every second of it. Now, Kenya, it was a
What's up?
Facebook post that recently
I'm scared.
was posted, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I'm
And I
scared.
want to, you see it?
No, I'm just scared of what post you
Oh,
finna
you
say.
scared?
Let
No, don't be
let me
scared. Let
get
me tell you.
let me get my
Let me.
let me get my wine.
Yes, get your wine, because you better get it ready. This particular post, it stated that, okay, so the post was, no man working 40 hours a week want to come home to spaghetti. So basically, it was kind of throwing a shot at women not cooking, right? And so I said, well, wait, first of all, it ain't nothing wrong with spaghetti, as long as you ain't got no catch 'em, hook 'em girl panty residue in it, then it's fine.
It's pretty. Yeah.
Because most men don't even get that. Now, I read a comment, and I'm paraphrasing, that said, what makes a man think he deserves favors for doing stuff that he's supposed to do? I agree with part of that, Kenya. But the one part I don't agree with is, where's the favor? Where's the favor?
Well, it shouldn't be a favor, because if two people are together, they should be working as a united front. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you might just have some spaghetti today. I might not feel like frying no chicken, because when we fry chicken, you gotta mop the floor and everything else. It's not an easy task. So
Right.
I
Because that
don't
grease be popping everywhere.
grease is all everywhere, but I don't consider that as a favor, because if we're in this partnership together, where is the favor coming in at? How's that a favor? But also, if he don't want no spaghetti, he can come home, he can put the pot roast on before he leave to go to work. And then she could whip
Fact.
up some hot water cornbread, and y'all could get it in. Because if she's working full time, that may be the only meal that she could cook at that time. Or even if she's at home with the kids, at least you
Right.
eating. Because on Fridays, I used to have every man for himself. I didn't know what you was gonna do on Friday. You might starve to death. During the week I cook, but I worked full time. So I'm not gonna cook every single day, and I'm not gonna cook from scratch every day. Just bullshit.
As Tanisha said, that's some bull corn. I want to say this though. If that man it depends on the situation. Let's just
Most
say
definitely.
that man is the only one working in the house. Don't look at it like you doing him a favor. How about you getting him set up in order to go and do another 40 hours?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when he come home tired or whatever, the appreciation on your behalf for him out there busting his butt, especially if you're an at-home wife or woman, is to make it comfortable for him when he come home.
But spaghetti is food.
Right.
Like he had a bologna sandwich that you got to cut on so it won't rise to the top. You got to put that little slice in it. Spaghetti is food.
Uncle John, you know what I'm talking about with that panty residue. But anyway, go ahead.
Y'all think that's true?
So it ain't the fact of the spaghetti though, for me. Because spaghetti is fine.
But you can go over there with the side piece, Uncle Junior, and she gonna cook every day. But I bet you she can't keep that house out of foreclosure though. You know what I'm saying? She don't know how to stretch the spaghetti for 2 days, because you the only one working, and then she got to stretch this meat for 2-3 days, or she got to put some milk in the eggs so it'll be enough for everybody. The side piece don't know how to do that.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing, man. I gotta be real here, Uncle Junior, and I know Uncle Junior just kidding, but please understand, men, that it's way more harder to take care of one than to take care of many as far as women. However, the rewards and the benefits are so much greater. You don't understand that if you put all that energy towards one woman, you don't understand what that woman is willing to do for you. You don't understand. So, in saying that, it ain't the spaghetti for me. It's not the spaghetti. It's the fact of the comment doing him a favor when it's a partnership. So wherever help is needed, and I'll be transparent, we went from my wife being at home all the time and I'm working to now I'm working from home a lot. So I'm at home and she putting in 40 to 50 hours out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now it's on me to make it comfortable when she come home. And then that way she able to rest up and go put another 50 hours in, because we got goals. And when you have goals together, you got to step in and do whatever it takes to get to that goal as a team. It's too much selfishness. And that's why people don't understand. They like, well, there's no loyalty and man, people don't be in long lasting relationships no more. Well, that's because everybody is so damn selfish.
Yeah, and sometimes we give up easily. It's because you got some spaghetti now, you want to break up with me and go over there with the side piece. You know what I'm saying? Because because I done fix you some spaghetti. But you know, and then sometimes women, we tend to that's all he making. And then we want to go over there with Joe Blow down the road, and he ain't making half of what your man making at home. So yeah, we give up easy on relationships now. So I think the partnership and the unity, it doesn't exist in a lot of relationships. I'm not gonna say all of them, but some of them is just in there. We're gonna get this bag together, but there's no unity because I'm financially comfortable. I'm gonna stay in this relationship, but we ain't in no partnership. Like how you said, you and your wife, y'all have goals. So but you be up in there cooking up some stuff. You need to put me some food on some dry ice. Ask Miss TMI, can I get just a little piece of something? I don't eat pork though.
Just a little something.
A little something.
You know the reason why, I already know. The reason why I cook like that is because I'm greedy. Hell, I be
But
hungry.
you got that sauce though. How's your sauce doing? You got that sauce that I ain't got in the mail yet? Put on the grill and
The
pretend like
sauce is
it's
wonderful.
mine.
The sauce is wonderful, but I done got lazy, so I gotta find it in me to make some more because I don't even have none in the house. But we got a phone call that I already know who is from. TMI News. You on with Mr. TMI? Who this?
Man, don't cook me no spaghetti, man.
What?
Okay, so
What?
that's even look, it's even greater right now because we have none other than my guy, man, Midwest Kong, Brandon Copeland. Let me tell you something. He can't deal with spaghetti because he probably on a no carb diet for this particular whatever. Because y'all know he got the bodybuilding thing, not bodybuilding, but the muscle thing going on. And you can't cook no dry ass spaghetti. So, Kong, what's going on?
Why the spaghetti got to be dry though?
Yeah, why I gotta be dry? But you know what though? Nah, man. You know I'm an eater, man. I'm a bench presser, bro. So I got to eat. But you know it's interesting, man. And you know every time I'm be able to catch you and come and troll your show, I'm gonna do so. This particular conversation though is an interesting one. And I was I was raised.
What the hell was that sound effect?
By
He was dropping the beat.
Majority, right?
Right.
So, and I'm talking about them women back in the day, like the grandma and them, big mama and them type women.
Yes.
And you know, so what's interesting is the things that we see now. I believe she said it's people easily giving up on relationships. That's a fact, and it is selfishness in both ways. I will say this though. One thing, and I'm only speaking from the man perspective, and this is a fact. I think women devalue certain things that's important because women tough. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was bad, bro. Like grandma still carried that pistol to the day when we cleaned her crib out, that pistol was still loaded. But one thing that my grandmother knew is certain things about a legit guy,
right.
a real dude. That I think a lot of, just like men, we devalue certain things about a woman, which I was blessed to be around some strong, hard women that didn't raise us off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I will say it's certain things, and it's pivotal situations that a lot of people don't see in another person that they just not gonna get from certain type of individuals. Mm-hmm. I think the one factor is because women and the independent thing is cool, whatever, that's great, but there is a level of a protection that not got nothing to do with a bank account. It got to do with when you pick that phone. Like, I'm gonna just be real with you, and my girl know this today. My baby mama called me, and she needs something outside of my son for some protection because I know if something happened to her, even though my son, you know what I'm saying, we got joint custody, he can be with me, but I know if something else happened to her, it's gonna affect him in a way. You know what I'm saying? That it's going to be hard for him to bounce back from. So if you deal with my baby mama on a disrespectful level, then you're going to have to deal with me.
Facts.
Because it ain't about my love for her. It's my respect for her. And what she has done raising my son while I was going through stuff. And what she has done for me when I was going through stuff where she never even had to. So my point is it's a lot of things that men bring to the table that we emotionally don't say. But it's certain things that just can't be replaced. And I think once women understand it, like, man, look, he may not He may not pick them shoes up where he put them where he's supposed to. But boy, I ain't worried about nobody doing nothing to me ever.
Right.
And into
Yeah.
2023, financial security, that's always going to be something, though. That's always going to be something we need, whatever, I got it. But in 2023, as goofy as these young idiots are and the way people are doing stuff, a man in that crib, in that presence, a man that's going to be like, you know what, man? I'm jumping off the bridge for you. I'm jumping off the bridge for you. Because I don't know why people run around with this notion that it ain't going to never happen to me.
Right.
Somebody going to fly you.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody, because I see these videos, a lot of women get to pucking that chest up, which I don't get down like that. I don't like that. You get on the phone and call me. I don't need you to say nothing to this dude. You call me. I'll be there. Don't you even, you say, okay, I got you. Stay right there. I'll be right back. Don't start it either. But at the end of the day, I think that is something that I think values should be more changed a little bit when it comes to certain things. Because I'm watching how this going. Dudes are smacking the hell out of women.
Right.
Punching them in the face. I'm seeing women on videos. Well, I don't know why people post them. Getting stomped the hell out.
But check this out, Cone. Remember the video, and this one will always be on my mind, where the girl just simply told the guy, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. And this spoiled dude went and shot and killed the girl in the parking lot.
Man, that happened here.
That happened in Toledo?
That's what I'm saying. That happened in Toledo.
Wow.
So now we got these cats so emotionally tore up that they killing women because they embarrassed or whatever the case may be because you can't get cool. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, unfortunately, there was nothing that she could have done to help that because that's just a complete monster of a human.
Right.
So, but dudes are very disrespectful to women, man. And I'm like I said, the ties work in both ways. I got daughters and one son, and they know, hey man, don't you go popping your mouth off. I don't care what that man say to you.
Right.
You know you got the killers with you. You ain't gotta say a word. I do not condone that because I want my daughters to finish up, but you do that with another girl. Don't let her punk you, but don't be popping up for no dude, especially like you just said. She wouldn't even get this dude a number, and he shot and killed her.
And check this
So
out,
don't you
Cone.
say nothing.
Check this out. You know, and everybody here know that my daughter fights MMA.
Right.
However, I told her, you are never to stand in no man's face and challenge him to a fight. Never. Because at the end of the day, that is a man. That's a man. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to kill him if he put a scratch on you.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I ain't gonna hold y'all up because you know I be wanting to troll you. I'm gonna let you off the hook.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna tell you like this. I done told them. This is my saying. This is my saying when it comes to stuff like that. You can be the baddest woman on the planet, and I have told this before. Hell has no fury than a woman scorn until I hit that. Man, y'all have a good night, man. So,
Lord. That's your boy, TMI.
You gonna see me or what?
Hey, look, I'm 90%. I'm 90% in Houston I'm in July on the 22nd. I am 90% there.
All right. Now, let me, all jokes aside, though, that is something that's huge, and I'm glad y'all was talking about that because that is something that's huge in today's society, man. I'm tired of seeing these men jump off on these women physically. I was not raised, because my mother tried to kill my father, so that's real talk. But I've seen that happen, and that was a part of my violent streak, not towards women, but that's why I became a super violent dude, because that's all I was seeing for years of my life growing up.
Right.
And at the end of the day, man, these dudes ain't playing fair. You know, these dudes ain't playing fair. I don't care how much you provoked. And I do understand, ladies, keep your hands off cats too, because you know you can't get off on him. That's just a fact.
Right.
I don't care. You can't get off on him. And the only dude you're going to whoop is a real man. And then you ain't going to be able to have him no more. But you can't whoop a sucker. That sucker going to beat the snot out you. Because a real dude ain't going to do it. It's that sucker that's going to beat you up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sucker is the one that gonna care about what everybody think. I don't care if no woman put their hands on me. I'm, all right. I just don't deal with her. But that sucker, he gonna beat the hell out of him. So
all right,
I
hell
just
no.
don't.
Time out, Kong. You ain't going nowhere. Hold on, pause. Because now you got everybody thinking I'm a sucker. Let me tell y'all something.
What you said you beat up a chick?
No, hell no. Hell
Who
no.
you beat up? You two-piece?
No, let me say it. Let me say it because I said this before. As I have gotten older, ladies, anybody out there, don't hit me. Don't hit me because I'm bringing the bus driver punch with me. If you don't know what the bus driver punch is, you better look at the goddamn video. Don't hit me because it hurts. Maybe when I was in my 30s and the skin was a little tougher, I could take your little lick and tell you go about your business. Now I am 48 years old. Don't hit me.
Right. I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. See, my problem was I was facing 10 years for hitting a man. So I really can't take off on a woman. And you know, like I try to tell people, man, this is that gray area because sometimes I'll be looking like, man, boy, you should have knocked her head off. But the stuff that I do see, when you actually do see it in real time, we talking about dudes is beating up women, stomping on them, bro, like kicking them out. Like that is disgusting to me. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, women, ladies, trust me, he ain't. Don't let him get you that upset because that repercussion. Now, mind you, jail is jail, but that ass whooping still hurt. And what I've seen these dudes doing to these women ain't cool. So I don't agree with the women getting like. I don't agree with that either. Don't act like that. And I tell it to dudes when it come to other dudes. Man, don't talk tough to that dude, man. You know that dude gonna break your jaw.
So I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Kong, what are your stats? What is your attributes? You are what?
I am a two-time world.
No, damn all
champion.
that. Damn all that. That's not what I'm talking about.
What you talking about?
How much you weigh, Kong?
300.
Muscle, right? Because the body fat is low, right?
300, and I think they had me at 17% body fat a week ago.
Bet. Now we know that Kong can tell y'all quit playing. Go on. Mr. TMI is 165 pounds on a good day. After I ate with rocks in my pocket and all that other stuff. Ladies, don't hit me.
Oh no, bro. Hey, let's not act like hey, I done got my equilibrium touched up a little bit now. They ain't care
so your balance off.
The dude might not want that smoke, but I done got my equilibrium blew out a little bit.
Wait, and Kong, wait, Mr. TMI got a reconstructed knee and a few other injuries. Don't hit me. Don't
hit you.
Hit me.
Don't hit me.
That's all I'm saying. Man, Kong, thank you for calling in. We about to get into this other. You probably gonna call back when we get into this other news story, man. But I appreciate you tuning in.
Hey, I see what y'all talking about. Hey man, I see what y'all talking about. That's very interesting, and that's something that is very serious as well, ladies. them the ones you beat up on. That's the ones you whoop on.
Right. Hey. All right, Kong. Hey, look, stay dialed in because you might be calling back in when we get into this other one.
No doubt.
All right, bet, man. Appreciate you. Yep. Hey, so our best bet. See, we went from spaghetti to ass whooping. TMI News. That's what we do.
Look, because sometimes that spaghetti you don't want this spaghetti. We might have to fight up here after this grease done popped on my hand and stuff, and then I done overcooked the noodles and I had to throw them away and cook some more. You talking about you don't want no spaghetti. We might have to throw some
spaghetti might get your ass whooped.
The spaghetti might get your ass whooped. You better eat this spaghetti. Just think about when you're at home when your mom say you either gonna eat or you're gonna go to bed hungry. You gotta pick one. That's all the energy I had today.
Hey, so Kenya, this story, man, I grabbed this story especially because I knew you were coming on. And it's dealing with the Atlanta shooter. And the alleged hospital shooter caught as mom blames messed up medication, right? So in detail, it says that the mother of the alleged Atlanta gunman seemingly blames her son's actions on a medical mix-up. She say the damn VMA gave him some messed up medication, and all he wanted was the Ativan. Ativan is a drug that helps treat epilepsy and anxiety. I'll let y'all read the rest. But Kenya, I don't think they too far off. What are your thoughts on that?
I haven't seen this story. So, of
Okay.
course, if I done seen it, I done did a whole bunch of research on it and to see maybe the VA did, maybe they didn't. But a lot of times I ain't gonna say a lot of times. The field that I work in, the mothers be calling up there, taking up for their sons. They was on the wrong medicine. This person did this person did that. So the VA can't make mistakes, just like any other doctor's office can make a mistake.
Right.
How he gonna go in there and tell them what he needs? He look it up and diagnose himself. No, I'm being straight up for
Hey,
real.
he Googled his symptoms. Google will make you feel like you dying.
And that's what I be doing. I be like, let me say I'm Google. Let me say I'm Google real fast because I done diagnosed myself with some stuff. Look, I can't even TMI, we be cracking up, but you diagnose yourself with some stuff and be done had a whole anxiety attack over here
What?
on Google. So maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Who's to say?
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. I had very severe chest pain, like I was having a heart attack, and I Googled it, and it told me I got 2 hours left.
And your heart started beating a little faster, didn't it?
Yeah. But Kenya,
you finna die.
It felt like it was happening. It was happening. It was happening. And then all of a sudden, I burped real hard and farted real hard, and I felt better.
See, that's stay on Google. Google will send you into an anxiety attack and will send you to the VA.
Yes.
And then they gonna be looking at you like, ain't nothing wrong with you today. The Army don't like to give us no numbers some ibuprofen anyway.
Right.
So yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
But I'm gonna say in this
I'm gonna have to read that story.
In this case, if that is the case where the VA gave the wrong medication, if nobody don't need to be having the wrong medication, it's folks that's dealing with issues from the military.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you can't mess that medication up, y'all.
But see, that is what the mom is saying. So it's not necessarily that. So I just go to the doctor and say, I want some Malaxicam. You supposed to give it to me? They gonna start you off with some naproxen first for your pain, and then when you tell them that don't work, they gonna give you something else. But I don't go to the VA. Luckily, they let me go to my own doctor.
Right.
So I'm kind of winning over here.
Oh man, we got a call coming in from Colleen. You on TMI News, hosted by Mr. TMI. Who it is?
It's Cam.
Oh my God.
Cam, I ain't talk to you.
Cam, I need your help on this one, brother.
Baby, what's popping?
Man, nothing at all, brother. I need your help on this one. What are your thoughts? You there?
Yeah, I'm here. So what I have to say is because now being real talk TMI, I was in the Army over 20 years and a 4-time Iraqi war vet. So I understand how they work with this medication.
Break it down for me.
So most of the time when you're going in a situation like this, TMI, you're going to go in and request treatment, and then they're going to do an initial evaluation of you to try to get a baseline to see where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then after they do that, then they may start off at a low dosage of some prescribed medication based off the symptoms that you may have.
Okay.
Then after that, then they'll go in, they'll give you that initial medication. You'll have it for a little time. Then they'll call you back in for another appointment to do another assessment to see how that medication is working, to see if they need to increase it, go to something else, or something of that nature.
Right. So let me ask you this, Kenya and Cam. See, Kenya and Cam seems to be fairly decent human beings who probably need a, little light, because they was in the military and they just need a little light, something like they just damn near need like a little glass of wine or something to chill out, right? So that they don't take nobody out.
Yeah.
But some of these people don't come home like y'all. They be messed up.
Yeah.
So something happened in the diagnosis if this man snapped that far off. You see what I'm saying? Something happened. That medication couldn't have been strong enough that he was on.
Well, that could have been the case, TMI too, but some people are just a couple sandwiches away from a picnic anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
So why the hell are they in the military?
They was already thrown off when they joined, and then it just intensified when they went downrange or whatever it is, wherever they went, it just intensified over the time. And they was already, their elevator already didn't go all the way up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then now you add trauma, what do you get? You get a nutcase that's trying to shoot up stuff because somebody didn't give him no medication when you should. They're not going to always give you the right medicine the first time around. But then we also, Cam, check this out, TMI, if you don't mind. What about the people that keep on changing their medicine because they're trying to get 100% disability? So you don't even know what's really wrong with them. They just at the doctor trying to get their 100% total and permanent, and they're not getting no real help that they actually need.
Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, I feel like whoever served this country, based on the number of years that they served this country, should come back debt-free and problem-free as well, meaning they should never have to want for anything from this country. That's just my opinion. Not them folks that spend the night in the army and then run home and then call themselves veterans. Them people piss me off.
And get 100%, and then everybody else is fighting for 100%. My uncle told me, I said, "Ooh, my back hurt." The other day, my uncle, he like almost 70. He said, "LaKenya, I don't know what you're gonna do about your back, but you too young. You ain't gonna get no man with no messed up back." So I feel like the army need to compensate me for that, because I might not be able to get no good relationship because my back messed up.
And what LaMonica is saying is basically we all got that, and we all got that cousin. Probably did some time in the military that done got out.
Yes.
But the mind is still wherever he left.
Over there.
Yes. So you are so right, LaMonica, about that. So Cam, dude, first of all, I want to say this. I'm going off the record. I miss y'all on Monday nights, bro.
Hey, yeah, man, we had to take a break. We revamping it, but hey, it's almost time to come back. It's gonna be some stuff in the works. Tell them, Kenya.
It's working, Cam. I'm almost there. But yeah, it's working. We're gonna come back stronger, better topics, the same crew, we're gonna be on bold and driven. So make sure y'all stay tuned in to know when we're coming back. In case y'all forgot. And then see that belt that's right there, it's gonna be like back here, and then we're gonna do like flat Stanley. You know how they pass flat Stanley around? We're gonna send it, I'm gonna send it to Cam. He gonna take a picture, Sterling gonna take a picture, Jazz gonna take a picture. You'll never see the belt again. TMI.
So you saying you're gonna pass the belt around like a never mind. Anyway.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to call in and talk to y'all for a second, though, Mr. TMI. But yeah, we coming back soon. Be ready.
We coming back.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm about to play a video. You're not gonna want to miss making your comments once I finish playing this video, brother. So stay tuned in, man. Thank you for calling in.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Kenya, it's time. We about to go deep. I'm gonna play this video. This is Cassidy's take on the whole R. Kelly situation. I'm gonna play this
Music
video,
earlier.
and then we about to take this to the block. You ready?
Okay. Okay.
Here we go.
So I'm just happy I got a chance to do that. But with his personal life and all that, I'm not a jury or a judge. I'm not here to like do all that. And me is like my wife a Libra, so I start learning how to be fair in life. And it's like, yo, if you're gonna, I don't got no problem with being mad at R. Kelly. If that's how y'all feel, and y'all feel like what he did actually makes you mad at heart, cool. But be mad at heart at anybody that's in that bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a bunch of niggas. Yo, my not even just famous niggas like R. Kelly, just in my neighborhood alone that I grew up in, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, my nigga, every time all the middle school girls was getting picked up by old heads.
Old head.
Like all the
We
bad
ain't even had a
middle school. Every girl that was bad in middle school was getting picked up by some older nigga, bro.
Straight up.
Like at every hood. Like why niggas acting like they don't know niggas like this? And that's just regular niggas. Not to mention these industry niggas is worse, bro. Like these niggas is like crazy.
Now, did he just pull the sheet off the shit? With what he
Most
said?
definitely. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. You know, I grew up in Little Rock, Arkansas, and they had some swing or some bowls or some sound. He was picking up a lot of the girls at J.A. Fair High School. And don't act like y'all wasn't the ones getting in the car with them. That's just that's how it, I ain't gonna say that's how it was, but at that time it was acceptable. You know what I'm saying? People accepted that. It wasn't a big deal. And then especially back, I'm not sure how old Cassie is, but back then that's when the crack epidemic was really heavy. So a lot of the younger girls was at home with their younger siblings. So they were talking to older guys because making sure they brothers and sisters got some food, making sure that they got everything that they need. So I think when you actually look at it, a lot of people need to go to jail. I ain't gonna even start naming y'all names today on this show because I don't want them to come pick y'all up. But a lot of them need, you know, if R. Kelly is there, a lot of men need to go. You know what I'm saying? Just turn yourself in if you're mad at R. Kelly because a lot of them was doing it. And I ain't gonna name drop today.
So I'm gonna say this, can you? I want to ask the ladies out here because y'all heard me say practically the same thing on this show. Y'all heard me say R. Kelly car wasn't the only car outside them high schools
At all.
So I want to put it out there to you ladies. For those of y'all, what's the earliest age that you can remember that you were approached inappropriately?
Was it inappropriately? Because see, I was at the club. And I blame
you was
my
at the club.
cousins.
I don't think
Look,
it was.
look, I blame my cousins in there because they snuck me in. But
At
if
what
you
age?
actually go, I was clubbing at the Palace and Elevations at 145th. I probably started at age 14, 15, 16.
So
You know
can
what I'm
you
saying? Like for real.
like I ain't gonna lie, Miss Vet really hit on something. Some daddies, uncles, brothers, cousins, and all that are some nasty bastards. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna start from this angle. Let me talk a little shit first. If y'all think that I'm giving up most of my memory of music because y'all mad at R. Kelly, y'all are damn wrong. I'm not gonna stop listening to it. When I hear songs, it remind me of my life and stuff I was going through during the time that
Yeah.
stuff came out. So y'all can go on with the band. R. Kelly ain't playing his music. I played it on Alexa yesterday while I was cooking. Now, the Kenya said something about the crack epidemic. God dog, Kenya, what you said really brought some light at the fact that not only most of the daddies weren't in the home, but a lot of the mamas wasn't in the home either. And it was that older sibling that was taking care of the younger siblings. And you left them to the predators that
Yeah.
predator ass big cousin, that predator
Yeah.
ass uncle, that predator ass daddy in some cases, or stepdaddy, or mama's boyfriend, or something like that. And you left them to fend for themselves. And some didn't even wait for the young lady to mature before the young lady was violated. Let's not fake this either. Some mamas voluntarily gave their kids up.
Yeah. And turned a blind eye.
Then, as you know, in the black community a lot, kids are made to be seen and not heard back in the day. That was the saying. And by saying that, anytime a kid came out to say, yo, this happened to me,
yeah,
the mama, the grandmama would defend, no, that's my son and he would never do nothing like that, or that's your cousin and he ain't gonna treat you like that, or nothing of the sort, and not listen to what this kid is telling you. Why would this kid have to make something that heinous up?
Yeah. And where did they get that information to say this is happening? Because, you know, then that wasn't on TV. So you can't say they seen it on social media. So for them to go into vivid details about what happened to them, how can you say that that was a made up story?
Right.
So, and I think a lot of times those parents were victims too. They were victimized. And sometimes if I say Uncle Robert did this, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Robert may be older than my mom. Uncle Robert did that to my mom too. But nobody is like put a band-aid on her and cover it up and you can't heal. But one thing I told my kids, I'm going to whatever department of correction, whatever state I'm going to jail that day. Not tomorrow.
That day.
That day. How you plead guilty? Take me on in, because that's something, and working with a lot of youth and stuff, that's something that some people, especially young ladies, I'm gonna speak for the young ladies, some of them handle it differently. They either turn out to be lesbians, or they be promiscuous, or they can't maintain a relationship. And now we're talking about women that are my age. I'm going to be 40 years old. Men assume that they're aggressive, they're this, they're that, but some of them were victimized at the age of 13 and 14 and didn't have nobody to turn to, because it was happening to their little friend next door. That's why they were best friends, because they're the only ones that could comfort each other and get through those struggles.
And all of this stuff is alleged that we're talking about. And I'm going to say allegedly, R. Kelly didn't create himself. Allegedly, it was his big sister that took advantage of him as a youth. Now, he's thinking, well, it happened to me and it was cool.
Yeah.
So what they tripping over? Also, let's talk about the culture a little bit.
Yeah.
It was in our music. R. Kelly ain't the only one that was singing foul songs about you know, underage folks. I mean, just
the babysitter.
Even if you think about this, like Keith Sweat had a song that said, "You may be young, but you ready," right? Right and the wrong way to love somebody. Those are the lyrics. Now, if you think about it, how many times have you heard old men say that comment to young girls in the neighborhood? Yeah,
ooh,
she
when
ready.
she gonna be ready.
She
Gonna be fine when she a couple of more years.
Right.
Nasty
Now,
glasses.
as y'all know, I said this before, but what happens to the young girl? Instead of them jumping on that man for saying, yo, that's a little girl, don't say no comments to her about that. They tell the little girl, no, go sit your fast ass down.
And she just being a girl.
And she just out there jumping rope or playing or doing whatever it is that,
she ain't thinking nothing about what he talking about, don't know nothing about it. But our culture suppressed a lot of that stuff. It was out of sight, out of mind, seen, not heard, you know. And then now, and no, I'm not making excuses for R. Kelly, but if you didn't mentally get help that you needed from the sexual trauma and sexual abuse that you had, sometimes you will, victims start victimizing.
Right.
And that's what they say all the time. So what makes it any different from him than anybody else?
Hold on. I want to go to the comments real quick because I don't want them to get too backed up. Uh that's all I'm just I ain't gonna read.
I wasn't fast, Cam. For one, I was a tomboy, so I was not fast. Thank you very much. We're gonna talk off. I'm calling you after this. I wasn't too fast.
Miss Vet said I
Little
was
bit.
16 when I finally got some titties, and apparently they dropped 2 and 3 loads off to her at once.
Look, I ain't never getting none. I just gotta go to Victoria's Secret and get a good bra.
I quit. So Marinette said I was with my mom and brother in Atlanta at the underground, and a man followed us around. And when my mom confronted him, he was complimenting me, and she checked him, saying she's 13 years old. She's 13, yo bitch ass. I believe that's what she's saying. And
Yeah.
like I'm gonna say this, man. In my opinion, it all boils down to the kids not being protected.
Mm-hmm.
When they eliminated the man out of the home one way or the other, they eliminated the protection from the village. Because I remember telling my nephews, man, I said, look, I love my nephews. I love my nephews like my sons. Those were my first babies. You know what I'm saying? But when I had my daughter, they got about 9 or 10 years. So when they became 14, 15, and 16, and my daughter is running around there 6 or whatever the age difference is, I told them, I said, look here, y'all my nephews and I love y'all, but I do know that y'all are teenage boys and your little thing is standing up now. But I'm gonna tell you something about that one. Whatever you do to her, I'm gonna do to you. So I advise you not to even think about it.
Yeah.
We gotta be real. We gotta
Yeah.
say, well, my nephews would never do nothing like that.
But those are
Bullshit.
hard conversations if they've never been taught not to do it. Don't know you was young, I was too. You curious about stuff, and you don't know what you don't know. You know, and a lot of people shelter their kids. My family really wasn't like that. They was like, if somebody touch you, you tell it. If somebody do this, you tell it. You tell it. But did people really tell? Let's just be real.
And Miss Vet is absolutely right when she says this is why so many females are mad at R. It brought up their PTSD. And I can't tell folks how to deal with stuff, but I also don't like when everybody put they self in a particular situation. They immediately inject themselves in that situation, and then they take that person to the village. And I'm not sticking up for them because look, you did it, dude. You need to suffer the consequences. But at the end of the day, you can't act like because he's in jail that the problem is solved. Ding dong, the witch is dead. No,
but what about the
society,
men who were victimized? What about the men who were victimized too, and it brought up their PTSD when he came out and said, well, my sister did this? Because men not gonna too much talk about it.
Right.
You know,
we gotta
so I think,
everything.
and these are just my opinions. I'm not saying that he's not right by any means, but if he didn't have any help and the people around him didn't take him in and say, brother, you shouldn't be doing it. The same thing with the young lady, sister, you shouldn't be doing that. What's wrong? And then they start talking about the trauma that they have. Then I can help you. Now, if you don't take the help that I'm giving you, that's on you. But how many people they wanted the man for his money?
But Kenya, I'm gonna tell you just like this. When it comes to dudes, and I'll read Marinette comment after this. When it comes to dudes, that's always seen as macho. No matter how young they are, when they're put in a sexual situation, it's seen as macho. Because
and some of them become sexual predators.
Right. Because why? No protection. At the end of the day, it all adds up to no protection. No protection. If that daddy ain't in the house and that mama ain't in the house, no protection for the kids. And then you're creating little monsters, because I'm gonna tell you like this: some people run away from that and they be scarred and they be covered, but some people run to that.
To it.
So
Yeah.
it just, it just depends on the individual. Marinette said one of my aunts shot and killed her husband for inappropriately touching one of her daughters, and she never served time. Her family ain't to be played with. You know what? I like to believe that my family ain't to be played with
Mm-hmm.
either. And I'm talking about anybody under Mr. TMI's roof. Because
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, I had a lot of that bull crap going on in my family.
Yeah.
A lot of that bull crap. A lot of y'all first time was with y'all damn cousins.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you really don't want to talk about, though.
Yeah. But
And you
those are
gotta
things that need to
understand
be talked about.
exactly. A lot of y'all, yeah, your little favorite cousin or whatever that was 9 times out of 10 older than you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
So
he
at the,
curious, and ain't nobody never tell him not to do it. He don't know no better.
right, right. So at the end of the day, man, we got to protect our kids. We got to protect them. We got to protect them.
Mm-hmm.
We got to let them know that it ain't cool. And we got to be real with them. When they get a certain age, we got to talk to them. Yo,
Yeah.
this is going to happen to you. You're going to be feeling a little hot in your box.
Yeah. Hot pocket.
You're going to have a hot pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, when by all means, tell your kids, have an open door with your kids where no matter what happens to them, they can come to you.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. When so many kids have been shut down. Get on out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't nobody, you lying.
Yeah.
The mama
Yeah.
trying to keep her boyfriend around, and you gonna go against your kid because you want to keep that man in your house.
Mm-hmm.
And this
Just to say
man
you
is
got a
abusing
man.
your kid. Just to say you got a man.
And you could tell he a abuser because he probably abusing you too.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna be a little candid. One of my ex situations had children and came to me and said, my oldest daughter really like you. And I said, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with that information? Because it wasn't oh, she like you, you cool. It wasn't that. She like you. No, that's not cool.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Where the hell did you feel comfortable enough to tell me that your daughter,
Yeah.
who was 10 or so at the time, like me like that?
Because that's something that she had been doing in that house and shit. See, that's the
Right.
shit I'm talking about right there. That's something that she's used to doing in that house because she don't need to be liking nobody. Her school book
Sit
and the
your
crayon.
that's when mama say sit your fast ass down
Mm-hmm.
somewhere. That is, if y'all need a perfect spot to put that phrase in that y'all used to so famously tell the girls, that's where you tell the girl, sit your fast ass down somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you saw a real man that put that woman in check to say, why would you even tell me some shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
What am I supposed to do with this information?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the society is sick.
Yeah.
The whole freaking society is sick.
Throw it away.
Because, well, go back to these grown men picking up these kids at school, talking about who they dating. And it's so funny because I always think about, if you so freaking weak as a 25-year-old man that you got to go pick up a high school chick and you can't pick up a 25-year-old woman, that right there shows me the deficiency.
Yeah.
And of course, you got a car. You're 25.
Yeah.
I'm 15. I ain't got no car.
You can't take her nowhere.
Of course, you're going to look more appealing when at the end of the day, you're sick. You're sick. You're flat out sick. And I saw that too many times in high school. Marinette says she created the norm for R. Kelly. It's not excusable, but that was acceptable to him because no one fought to correct him early.
Exactly.
And that's what we
Yeah.
were saying. It's ingrained in
Yeah.
him that what do you mean? He came out with a song said age ain't nothing but a number. That tells
Yeah.
you everything that you need to know. Everything that you need to know.
Yeah.
Some of our grandparents and great grandparents were parents early themselves at 13 years old and so on and so forth.
Most
You start
definitely.
doing the math that Peepaw was 20 years older than Granny because they
Yeah.
was under that damn the color purple situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Because my grandma got married when she was 14. Now, what
Wow.
she know about being married to somebody
At 14.
at 14? But that was it was okay. It was the culture then. And then as you look, and like you said, it's a deficiency there because my one of my uncles finna be 70. I know I be joking about a sugar daddy and stuff, but I don't want to catch worms. But I'm not finna talk to nobody that's no 60 and 70.
You don't want to catch what?
Oh, me ain't got worms though.
Wait a minute. Wait. Old men got worms. Okay, can I ask this question? I'm finna see you done sent me off the rails. At what age do the old men have worms?
Look, no lie. We talking about Google earlier. Me and my
Right.
friend Tamika had Googled where did this come from, and we convinced that older people back in the days and came up with this to keep the babysitter away from their husband. Cause you would be scared if you was 15 and you thought you was gonna catch worms, right? So you ain't gonna talk to Mr. Nate down the road. So I think I say probably about 60. The worms start, you know, crawling. I don't know. Help me out, y'all.
So I'm
I ain't
12
gonna find
years
out
from
though.
having worms.
I'm not gonna even say that. That
Can you? So the man got worms. What the hell do a 60-year-old woman got?
not the worms. Not the worms. She might be a little dry.
Oh my God. Hilarious, man. So she might be a little dry, but the man gotta have a full-fledged got doggone worm.
Worms spreading it around to everybody.
All right, so Meredith said I was never dressed scantily or suggestively. Hell, I was 17, 18 and would wear a jacket around my waist because I knew my body proportions. So this how they dress is BS too. Oh, I never blame how they dress. I will say though, when you go fishing, you use certain kind of lures, right? Now, this is not in all cases because some lures will catch fish that it ain't supposed to catch. However, other lures catch exactly the fish that it's trying to catch when you use a bass lure, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
When you use a costume, and I'm sorry, I got to call it for what it is, a scantily clad, I'm trying to be respectful. But when you use a whole costume, you catch predators for the most part. Now,
But
that's not in all
that's
cases.
not always true
That's
though.
not in all cases. No, I'm saying it. That's not in all cases because Kenya is very well dressed right now. And even if y'all go to the store in rollers or whatever, y'all just running in and out the
I ain't
store,
doing that now.
you gonna catch some creep, right? You're gonna that's gonna. But what I'm saying is the likelihood of somebody saying something foul to you does increase based on if your booty cheek hanging out.
It most definitely does, but I think if I'm not mistaken, I think you had asked how were you when a man, an older guy
Right,
tried, and I want
right,
to say she said 15 years old. So
right.
I gotta go be teen. I gotta go be teen girl here. But she's saying she already was shapely. So do that really matter? Because she wore cover-ups because she knew she was shapely. So some men are just predators anyway. They don't care if you got a bonnet on. I see it all the time. And I'd be like, why is they talking to the girl with the bonnet on? They like women. I don't know. I'm gonna have to write a book on that.
So I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Even with my daughter, she had to cross me first before she went out the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, as a man, I'm gonna call it like I see it.
Okay.
If it's inappropriate, because I know these dudes ain't shit.
Yeah.
I know it's scumbags out here. And I'm not saying to shield your body or be ashamed of your body or whatever the case is. However, I will teach you the responsibility behind it. It's just
Yeah.
like if I send you outside with a gun around your waist and don't teach you the responsibility behind having a gun, you're going to shoot some damn body.
Yeah. Yeah. I can agree with
So
that. Yeah.
the only thing I'm saying is, I'm sorry, somebody said something about the worms and I looked down at it. Only thing that I'm saying is, so hold on. For the first time, I'm gonna interrupt my thought and say, TMI News. You have just called. Who this?
It's Marionette.
Hey.
Hey.
Wait. Let me tell you what was going on here. She was typing so much that she got tired of typing, and damn it, she
I
called
don't blame you because she had some good
I did,
comments up in
anger.
there.
Yes. That's why I was taking it slow, because Marionette was what? But what you got, Marionette?
I mean, as you can see from a lot of my comments, like this is a topic that I've had to deal with, like I said, since I was 12.
Right.
And I developed early. Like my family will crack jokes. They call me Big Booty Bertha, and I literally had the Jessica Rabbit shape.
So you had the dunk at 13, 12 years old.
I did. I did. I had small waistline. I had hips. I've always had hips, even just from birth. I've had thick, wide hips. And I literally my proportions literally came out at 12, 13 years old. So I had the breast, I had the small waistline, and I had the wide hips. So for me, I was very well aware of my body, and I didn't like the attention, period, because it felt weird.
Yeah.
It just felt real awkward to me. But I was never self-conscious of my body, but I didn't want to attract the inappropriate attention. So I would always wear baggy clothes.
Right.
So even going into junior high, and I got teased just from being dark-skinned. That was it. I didn't have nothing else to be teased about, just being dark-skinned. But the one day I wore a fitted shirt and I had jeans, all of the guys, it changed the whole perspective. My color didn't matter anymore.
Right.
Yeah. I know you had all of that under there. Like, don't worry about all that. I've been walking home from school, as I commented in the chat. I walked home from school, baggy shirts. I went to school comfortable. I'm not coming to be cute. I'm coming to get an education and go home.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would be walking home or catching the bus, waiting at the bus stop. I've had grown men, old men, like you got booty do me. Your stomach stick out further than your booty do. And like your stomach is literally honking a horn because you that close. Trying to talk to me, to get into their car, to take me where I need to get to give me a lift. And I'm like, first of all, find the rest of your teeth. That's number one. And number two, turn your legs, because you old enough to be my grandparents. And you trying to talk to me like that just felt weird. It felt uncomfortable, just like it felt uncomfortable in Atlanta. Like, I'm freaking out because I don't know who this man is. I don't know why he's walking around. And my mom is ready to, that's Pistol Pete right there. She ready to pop anybody.
Right.
And Tate, you met my mom.
Oh, most definitely.
She ain't want to play with neither. But he literally followed, and that's a long underground in Atlanta. If you've ever been, you know that is a long walk. He literally followed us. I was about 13, going on 14, and he followed us. And I just was like, Mom, I don't feel good about it. And for her, she's upset because my child is uncomfortable. And I don't understand why she's uncomfortable, and her safety is with me. So what is making my child uncomfortable like, she literally was about to go off. Police had to come and calm her down because she was about to jump on this man in the middle of this underground.
But Marionette, don't you think that if more of us act a fool like your mama, that they'll stop this bull crap? Because I think that's the reason why it's out of control.
To a degree, yes, but you also got the new age, new level of parenting, to where some people are trying to be cool with their kids.
Yep.
You trying to get accolades of being that parent with your kids. I don't have
wait. Marinette, I don't mean to interrupt, but also also they trying to be homegirls to the point where don't me and my daughter look the same age?
Don't
and
yep.
we
Don't we
doing the
look like
same
sisters?
dance and all kind of shit.
Don't we? Yeah, I'm not with that. Like my nieces, I don't have children yet, but my nieces like when they say, "Bruh, who you bruh?" I'm old school. I'm young. I'm that you need to be kicking with you. But who your bruh?
Right.
Who's bro me one more time. You're gonna be picking up the rest of your face off this floor. Bro me one more time.
Yeah.
I can be cool with you and that's fine, but understand there are limits. I have 2 aunts that are 7 and 12 years older than I am.
Right.
I can talk to them openly, honestly, wholeheartedly, but I still understand these are my aunts. There's a level.
Yeah,
that I don't
exactly.
cross. And I set that same boundary with my nieces and my nephews. I can be cool. I'm that auntie to kick it with outside of the other ones, but she come with limits too. I'm cool, but I got limits.
Marinette
and I'm
said
trying
something I
to
don't
teach
agree
these
with,
girls.
though. Marinette.
I'm trying to teach these girls how, listen, don't get to that point where you feeling yourself, or as old school say, you smelling yourself, thinking that you're the hottest thing on the block. And then when it don't go your way, now you holler the victim.
Marinette, you just laid down the law, but you said something that I don't agree with, and I gotta say it. You said that you're about what, 12 years younger than your uncle and aunties, or your
I have 2 aunts. One aunt is 12 years older than I am, and I have another one that's 7 years older than I am.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. I got an uncle that I'm about 10 years older than, and if I respect that bastard like that, you done lost your mind.
Well, that's how we get along so well. I got an uncle who's younger than me, who's like 25. So
no, this bastard gonna call me. Wait, it's all about your tone. And I'm sorry, but he gonna send me a message. Nephew, what's my brother number? Motherfucker, who you think you talking to?
We crack jokes. It's like you need to deal with that respectfully. That's your uncle. Well, you need to respect his elders. I was your
You got that right. The elder comes before the uncle. You damn right.
Period. I don't care your position. I'm older than you, sir. So you still look up to me because I'm older than you.
To the point where I remember vividly holding him as a baby. But now you want me to call you uncle. I can't do it.
What you call
I gotta come pick you up from school to take you to the dentist to get your baby teeth pulled. I can't just that.
Right.
I can't.
Empower and perspectives. Thank you for checking in, man. I appreciate you. Marinette, you have definitely laid down the law tonight.
I had to call because this was real. Like I said, and it shaped me how I am to this day.
Right.
I move in a respectful way to the point where even though I'm grown and I have grown features, I still don't dress in a way that is suggestive as if I am advertising.
Right.
Now, if I want to advertise, I'm doing it for a purpose and for a person in specific because I'm trying to get your attention on purpose.
Right.
And once I got your attention, I know how to go back and cover everything up because at least you know, hey, I know what come with it.
Right.
But I'm only doing that for your attention. I'm not trying to put a billboard out and advertise for everybody and mama.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, look, I'm gonna say this too, and this ain't got nothing to do with the conversation. But Marinette got one of the prettiest singing voices I've ever heard in my life. I ain't forgot, girl. You there?
I'm just saying. Some people. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. People was like, "Girl, you can sing so good. You sing my drawers off." Don't get twisted. Just saying.
Well,
I'm chocolate, but I give you diabetes.
All I'm gonna say, it wasn't my drawers.
Honey.
It wasn't my drawers, but I sure left a shoe or a sock or something in that old studio. So
I mean, I got to approach the time of 3. Just saying, hey, don't hate me. Don't hate me.
And you know what I'm gonna say this.
I'll give you sugar. I'll give you diabetes. Give you amputation. Don't play with me.
Man. Hey, Marinette, thank you for calling in. We close to the end of the show. I appreciate you and keep commenting in the chat room because we ain't done with that.
You know I will.
All right, girl.
All right.
All right.
Deuces.
So I'm gonna say this, man. At the end of the day, the reason why I wanted to play that Cassidy video is because it, by all means, is not to free R. Kelly. No. It's just to let you know that the society is sick. It's bigger than that. It should be bigger than that. And we shouldn't feel like, well, he getting what he deserved Well, what about your uncle?
Yeah, your funny uncle. That
What
you
about
can't even go up
what,
there.
what about your auntie who showed you things that were inappropriate when you was little,
Mm-hmm.
or taught you things that was inappropriate when you was little?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what about that cousin that you knew a little closer than just being cousins?
Yeah. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we deal with a sick society, and in my opinion, it starts with protection of the home.
Yeah.
Um, and I'll be for real with you, due to the fact that we know all of that is out like that, we didn't let our kids just spend a night any old place.
Yeah. At all. At all. And I don't want nobody kids in my house.
Right. But at least if they in my house, I patrol the house at night. You ain't getting no booty in here.
Ain't nothing popping off in there.
You ain't getting no booty in here.
See, we didn't spend a night everywhere. And my kids, they probably, I only got 2 kids. They got friends, but they never been like, I'm finna go on the sleepover, because the sleepover is not popping off, because I know that they got funny uncles and brothers over there. So that's just, they hang out, but they never really asked me to spend the night. Maybe I probably traumatized them because I didn't spend the night nowhere when I was little. So I might need to go ask them.
LaMonica said people should not get a pass because of income, social status, talent, or accomplishments. LaMonica, you are so right, but in my opinion, you missed out the biggest one: relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what your relationship is with that person, they should not get a pass, because there's still some people 40, 50, 60 years old that are still ailing from the trauma that they received or that they went through during their childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And they could never even really truly give themselves up to their mate as a wife or as a husband, because of the trauma that was never dealt with from when they were kids.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but it was very rare that I heard that it came from a celebrity or somebody rich. It was always somebody related.
Yeah.
Somebody that was being protected when they knew that that
Mm-hmm.
person should have been getting help.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna say about that. I think that you're right. However, don't forget relationship. Don't forget that. Marinette says, we damn near had to fight our mom to spend the night at our cousin's house. But as we got older, we understood why she didn't. And we grateful for it. Y'all ever, I'm gonna say this. Y'all ever for sure, creepy uncles and such. Shit, creepy uncles, but them favorite uncles. Don't forget that,
Mm-hmm.
because everybody ain't creepy. It can be that uncle favorite baby, and he be the one.
Mm-hmm. Because see, we at a certain age, you ain't sit on laps no more.
Right.
You ain't doing nothing in between somebody leg. And it
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
that I think that, my grandmother explained to me, it's not that I think that your uncle or your cousin is gonna do something to you, but they're young men. And men get aroused by certain things. So to alleviate all these problems, we just not gonna do that. We're gonna conduct ourselves accordingly. You know what I'm saying? And we just not gonna do it. And those are things that I feel like need to be talked about in the home, because it does not saying that every uncle is a funny uncle, but you just never know as they transition into adulthood the things that they're thinking about, even young girls, the things that
Right.
they're thinking about. Because you see a lot of young girls be like, let me see that, let me see that. And they don't know what they're looking at or wanting to see, because they walked in on their brother or their cousin in the bathroom. Well, I don't have the same thing that he got. And we talking about reality, shit that really happened for real. So we ain't gonna act like this stuff don't happen.
Right.
So yeah.
So here I gotta ask this question. Like, everybody always say, R. Kelly is the pee man, right? EOP, all the jokes, right? And I just want, and this is a little off topic, but I want y'all to explain these song lyrics that I think all of us have sung before. Now,
I don't even want to participate.
you got to help me out. Remember "Come a Chameleon" by Boy George?
How old is that song now?
Come a
Hit a note.
chameleon. Remember that? He come and go. Remember that? Because Boy George was like the first gay, like would have been transgender, but they ain't had that type of stuff back in the day.
Yeah, because he's talking about coming in and out, wasn't he?
Okay, so what does this lyric mean? Wet golden dreams. Wet golden dreams.
That means somebody had needed. No, it really mean like, you know how you had that dream that you got to pee and you don't get up and go to the bathroom and you beat up. I'm just trying to keep it modest.
I was just wondering. I said, wait a minute, is he talking about pissing on somebody?
He might have been talking about having a wet dream though in reality.
What the wet golden dreams mean either you peed in the bed or you peed on some damn body while they were asleep.
Let's go with the you peed in the bed.
I think he peed on somebody while they were asleep. I'm just asking. That's a legitimate question.
No, he had went to sleep.
So LaMonica said there's a whole church community in my town that protects predators. And I ain't gonna lie, I will come church folks today. I will come at that church community like, yeah, y'all protecting the predators, but who's protecting the victims? Again, this is all of this victim shaming and the guilty crying victim and receiving victim treatment that I don't agree with. Wait, man, I thought he said red, gold, and green. Hilarious. Yeah, we were singing the hell out of it too. I wasn't the only one. Oh my God. He said red, gold, and green, not wet gold. I just recently heard that song. I'm gonna have to go play it back because it sounds like he said wet golden dream to me.
Did you make that up, TMI?
No, why you think they commenting on it? They know the song.
Did he say red, gold, and green or not?
Why would he say red, gold, and green and not wet gold? He said wet, gold, and green. Just like when Michael Jackson said, Michael Jackson.
I know we need to stay on Google, but we going on Google tonight.
Yeah, somebody Google that. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I heard because I just recently heard that damn song, and I said, "Wait a minute,
what
what?"
Can I do it with you?
when he said it one time because he repeated the line, I said, "Wait a minute, what?" And then I listened again. I said, "Oh my God, all these damn years."
TMI. Oh, you. If they saying red, gold, and green, we got.
If they saying red, gold, and green, then I need help. Y'all.
We're gonna get you a little therapy. And make sure that you get the right dosage of medication.
You see why that's important, VA? You see why the appropriate
because you don't went to thinking something else.
Also, I have been having. Hey, Kenya, I have been having achy ears as well. So maybe I'm victim of achy ears. It says red, gold, and green. Send me the lyrics. I want to know. I don't think that's said red.
And then this the thing. He took me down the rabbit hole, and I don't want to talking about people going to sleep, dreaming and peeing and everything. That's why you can't fool with TMI.
I think he pissed on somebody while they were asleep. You can take these wet, golden dreams.
You know what? Was that your last lyric?
No, and don't give me no the clean radio version either. Get the dirty version. Don't because he might have said red, gold, and green on the radio.
And a clean,
But get me the dirty version. I would
explicit. Yeah, you might be right.
Come on now. Now Tate, we was around when that song came out. Our ears and memory have mileage. You got that right. You got that right. That's just like
I think I probably only heard it one time, so I don't know what it's saying.
Like for a long time, we didn't know that Michael Jackson was cussing in his songs.
What song?
Man, I'm gonna have to think about it, but it's a few songs Michael Jackson was cussing in them songs.
Look, we got to go back and look because because they or listen to them because sometimes you go back, you be like, I ain't know they said that.
He said, "Wet Golden Dreams." That's your story, and you sticking to it. Yep,
Yes,
I am.
and
Look,
then he
and that's
took me down the rabbit hole with him, and I followed him
wait.
down
Hold
this
on.
rabbit hole.
Let me put this spin on it, Pastor Dean.
Oh Lord, and I've been cussing. My apologies. Put my name in the prayer basket, please, at the next church
We
service.
need help. We need help. I want the dirty version. Don't give me no radio version talking about red, gold, and green. I want the dirty version. What's up, Demo? Hey, I'm gonna say this though. At the end of the day, I did that for laughs, but the culture, man, is we got to change our culture. We got
Yeah.
to change our culture by first protecting, and then we got to change that culture by smoking these sick ones out. We got to put them on blast. Y'all put everything else on blast. Marionette probably done sent me the whole lyrics because I see my blinker blinking. But we got to put these folks on blast, man. No more hiding stuff because it's too many scars. It's too many scars, man, of people my age and older that things happen to them that was never dealt with. So what we can do now is we can, man, protect these babies. Protect these babies, man, because at the end of the day, we see where we at and we messed up. We messed up. We can't keep doing this generation after generation after generation. And when it comes to the church protecting the predators, church, I'll be God honest, and Pastor Dean is on here. I'll be God honest. That's why a lot of people are walking away from the church because they don't feel protected. They don't feel protected. They don't feel fed and they don't feel protected. So, Kenya, you got anything else you want to add to that? We're gonna wrap this thing up because you know me and you
pretty much said it. Look, you pretty much said it. Said that we most definitely need to strengthen the community. And not like how it used to be, all this silence and all that. We have to really start strengthening, especially the young children. So if you ever did any type of community service with children, I volunteered with CASA for a long time. I volunteer at the rental shelter. It's out in El Paso, Texas. Y'all go check them out. It's a battered women's shelter. But you get a chance to meet a lot of different people, women, children, men as well. And they're not protected, because of their economic background. So we most definitely need to, bring awareness to that. And I think this month, is it Suicide Prevention Month? I think so. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah. And we, because when we suppress a lot of things and we don't get the help that we need, and in the Black community, mental health has always been a stigma. Oh, he crazy, she crazy, bad shit. You get all that stuff, and you're scared to go get help because now I don't want to be labeled as the crazy auntie or the crazy cousin. So now I'm suppressing all that, then it comes out in negative ways. So that's really kind of all I have to, say about it.
Empower and Perspective definitely gave a great point. In some cases, the church has become the predator to the emotionally damaged seeking shelter.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing. That is the perfect way to close that out.
Yeah,
in my
most
opinion.
definitely. Yeah.
Perfect way to close it out. I'm not gonna add to that. Kenya, you always it ain't even you ain't no damn guest. I can't even wrap you up as a guest. You're not a guest. When family come to visit, I could kick my shoes off.
Yeah, you ain't got to get them no water. You ain't got to do nothing.
Nothing, man. I'm thirsty. Go on the refrigerator and get you something to drink.
Don't ask me for. As a matter of fact, while you in there, bring me something back too.
Right. You want to cook something? Go on, get something out of it and make me a burger as well or something.
I don't like a whole bunch of salt on my stuff, but you know how to.
Right.
But yeah, thank you for having me. And of course, I always support Authentic Ears. You took us a long way, and we coming back. But hey, I'm on the hottest news station, TMI News. I don't know what y'all been listening to. Y'all can listen right here.
So y'all
We're
just
not gonna
heard
talk about
Kenya
the
say it. Y'all just heard Kenya say it. So we gonna do it like this. Hold on, I gotta do it right.
Natasha, calling Natasha.
If y'all don't know what you have just listened to, you have just listened to what?
The hottest news station, news edition, TMI News. We a little twist on it from Authentic Ears.
All day long. So
Look,
if
I didn't
I
know
can
you
get
was bringing me back on. I wasn't even ready. I was gonna put some lip gloss
you,
on and everything. So
you
my
want
lip
you
gloss
want
to pop. No, no, take two.
on behalf of our very, very special family member, ain't no damn guest, Kenya from Authentic Ears Monday Night, returning soon to Bold and Driven, Mr. TMI, and don't forget the director, Natasha, y'all. Hold on, I can't do y'all like I did y'all. I can't do us like I did y'all. Remember when I did y'all where I ain't play your outro? Yeah. We out of here,
Just
y'all.
push the button. Push the button.